Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we have a watch from Germany from the brand Sternglas. I reviewed some of their watches in the past and I always really like their Bauhaus styling, their German styling, and this is actually a pretty cool chronograph they released, available in 3 different variations. Thought it was worth taking a look at. As you can see, it's obviously based on some of the regattas from the 1970s. That's kind of the theme here, as you can see with that red labeled pusher over at the 2 o'clock position. It is a chronograph. It is labeled the Hamburg. And it's priced about, I believe, 349 pounds, but if you always sign up for their newsletter on their website, which we'll drop a link to them in the description below, you can probably save 10 or 15%, which is pretty good. Anyway, this is the white dial or off-white dial variation with red accents. I thought this was the nicest out of the 3 in my honest opinion. Kind of the simplest form they produce in the Hamburg Chrono. And yeah, first let's take a look at the box. So the box is really nothing too crazy, just a standard cardboard box, and you do get your little warranty card. Now on my wrist today is actually a really crazy watch. You're getting a little preview here. This is the Atelier Wen. This is a Chinese watch actually, but a really cool high quality Chinese watch. We'll have a full review of this coming up pretty soon. Now getting some basic specifications out of the way, this watch is 42 millimeters in diameter, which makes it a really nice size for a chronograph. Only 9.3 millimeters thick, which is actually really nice, and that's because we're using a VK64 Mecha Quartz in this chronograph, allowing it to be very thin, which most chronographs are not thin watches, but this movement produced by Seiko actually allows it to be, a pretty thin watch and fit nice on the wrist. Lug to lug, we're looking at 46 millimeters top to bottom. In between those lugs, we have 20 millimeters. And yeah, overall pretty nice dimensions, very round, very circular, short lugs as you can see there, mostly all dial, and you're going to want to, you're going to want that because you're going to want to read these subdials here. These subdials are actually recessed into the dial, if you can see there, nice little details. And you get a red subdial hand at the 9 o'clock position, and then you get a black subdial hand at the 3 o'clock position for the 24-hour time. You get your date cut out right over there above the 6 o'clock position. Long pencil hands filled with lume, and you get a red chronograph hand as you can see there. And also the crystal is a domed sapphire crystal, a nice pronounced dome on that crystal with anti-reflective coating as well. Now, we do get 50 meters of water resistance. It is a chronograph, not something really to be taken in the water, so definitely don't take it, swimming or anything. But yeah, as you can see, we get nice flat pushers there for the chronograph. And everything is pretty much polished on this one, I must say. Taking a look at the case here, it's pretty much all polished. The bezel is polished, the sides of the lugs are polished, the signed crown is polished, which is pull and push. And then the flank as well is fully polished. They're very, very high polish. Now this watch also is available, I must say. It comes on this genuine leather band, this German-made leather band, as you can see, Sternglas. And then it does say German leather, made in Germany, which their bands are very nice, or you can get it on a nylon style band, so you kind of have an option there. But yeah, anyway, the actual function, this watch is very, very simple. The function of the chronograph, one little push there, and you kind of get that actuation of a mechanical chronograph with the Mecha Quartz movement. It's run out of battery. You get about a 2-year battery life, keeps very accurate time, so no need to worry about that. You can stop it, and it just flies right back when you hit the reset button, which is very easy and very nice. But yeah, very reliable movements. Pull and push crown, one position, you're going to get your quick set date, which actually is quite a large date, very easy to read. Then your final position, you can set the time there. So yeah, very, very easy to function. You shouldn't have any issues with that. And as a Bauhaus watch, as a Bauhaus watch should be, very fine print, very small, neat. As you can see here, the Sternglas logo, very neatly printed, Zeitmesser, and then you have Mecha Quartz Chrono right there above the 6 o'clock position. But yeah, let's take a look at the case back. So as you can see on this case back, we do get quick release on these bands as well if you want to swap them out. That's always nice. Real screws holding down this case back, and a nice little regatta photo, which I thought was pretty nice, as you can see there with these sailboats sailing down, which I thought was pretty cool. The buckle also is signed with the Sternglas logo, 2 safety keepers, and some light brown stitching. Now there is actually some lume on this watch. There's lume on the hands, and there's lume on this 12 pip, 3 pip, and the 9 pip. just so you get some, orientation at night. You can see if you want to use the chronograph or, read the time. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the Lume. Now, I did kill the studio lights and loomed it up, and like I did state, there is some nice luminova on that 12 marker, that 3 marker, the 9 marker, and the hands. Definitely very legible, easy to read the time at night. And you have that 12, 3, and 9 for orientation. Now, I have a 6.5-inch wrist, and this watch fits very nicely on my wrist, as you can see there. The band itself is definitely broken in straight out of the box. These bands are very supple, soft, and comfortable, I must say. They do a great job on their bands, and as you can see, that Sternglas there. But yeah, I have a 6.5-inch wrist, and I just have one extra loop there to make it tighter, and I don't think I can make it any tighter than this. But yeah, very legible watch, easy to read. Those hands definitely stand out over that dial, and those sub-dials definitely do stand out, as well as the larger date above the 6. So furthermore, guys, who is this watch really for? I think this watch is for someone who likes Bauhaus German styling, very neat watches, maybe someone who has OCD, I don't know. It's very neat. Their watches follow a very nice pattern of Bauhaus styling, very, very neat, I must say. If you like neat, simple watches, but have a lot of small details, I must say, definitely something for you. If you're looking for a chronograph, not trying to spend $600–700 for a Valjoux automatic chronograph, maybe this is something you can add to the collection. Yeah, the build quality and all that stuff is always very good on their watches. Their shipping is very fast. Their customer service is very good. It comes with a 2-year warranty as well and 30 days returns. So if you don't like the watch, you can return it. But yeah, I think you will like it if you do buy one of these. They make some really nice watches, I must say. There's really not many other smaller brands out there from Germany making Bauhaus-styled watches. A lot of the other brands are very expensive, some old traditional brands, from back in the day. You know what? These guys do a great job at it, and if you're looking for a more affordable option, definitely check out Sternglas. They make some pretty cool stuff. They have a lot of automatic models as well, even some Swiss automatic calibers, and a whole bunch of different movements, so definitely check them out. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this watch down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews coming at you the Sternglas Hamburg Chronograph Regatta Edition. I think it's a pretty cool watch. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.